Hey everyone, I'm Larry Walsh,
I'm Amy Henderson.
and this is Channelnomics and the Margins, and we're coming to you from Los Gatos, California, where we just spent the day with our friends at Channelscaler for their Channel Leadership Forum, their North American version. We just did this a couple of weeks ago in London, and Amy, this has been a great day, hasn't it?
It has been a wonderful day. One of the things that I love about events like this, the scenery and the ambiance notwithstanding, is the time to just really network and gather with vendor leaders, partner leaders alike that are all experiencing sort of, their own trepidations about what's going on in either their world or their world, right? Or the world in general right now. And I think the number one question everyone's been asking today is, how are things in your world right now? And it was just really interesting to hear people be a little bit vulnerable and share what's going on.
Yeah, like let's just put it out there. It's
Yeah,
unavoidable. Is that the things that are happening around the world, particularly in the Middle East, is
yeah.
really disquieting. It does have people a bit anxious. And through that, they're asking questions. What can they be doing differently? What can they be doing to be more efficient, more effective? And how can they get partners more engaged? And the answer to that is ease of doing business. It's about bringing the complexity out of channel programs and go-to-market relationships.
Right. And we kept talking about today, we all know that partners gravitate towards programs that are easy to work with, right? Even if they make less margin with that program, they're going to come back to it more because they know how to increase volume. However, every vendor wants to be easy to do business with, but it's how to get there is the hard thing. It's hard to be easy, and it's not a one and done exercise. You continuously have to reevaluate, come back to it. I read something the other day, I think it was written by someone, I don't know you, that said that program life cycle is 2 to 3 years. After that, you've got to reevaluate, you got to revamp it, you restructure it. And it's all because you need to make sure that you're easy to do business with.
Yeah, I think I did a keynote here. There was a panel discussion with some channel chiefs that were in attendance, and I can't remember which person said this, but they made the point is that if you need a decoder ring to understand how to work within
Mhm.
a program, your program's wrong. And I couldn't agree more. Is that yes, getting things simple is really hard. Keeping things simple is really hard. But when you do it, the payoff is just there. Our research shows that vendors that are easier to do business with tend to have a X performance increase amongst their partners. Can't. I mean, who doesn't want that, Amy?
Yeah. Yeah. And not only that, but I think vendors a lot of times need that outside perspective of knowing what does easy look like and what are partners asking for and what are you hearing. And so the great thing about events like these is that you're able to have these conversations, but you're also able to have it with the right people in the room that not only have, strategy and opinions about what you should do, but they actually have the know-how to help you do it. So we've got folks like Partner Tap here that can help with the right connectivity in terms of bringing you with the right people. We have Structured here, right? The folks that are hosting this event, Channelscaler, have the tools and resources to really help with that amplified, know-how and communication and what folks need. So there are people to help, right? You just have to know what the partners need and how your program needs to evolve in terms of what your partners are looking for.
Yeah. And look, and this is one of the things that we do here at Shellnomics is that we help devise strategies, but we also help vendors identify places for improvement. And among that is also removing friction from channel programs. So look, if you're interested in learning more about how Channelnomics can make your programs simpler and help you become easy to do business with, or if you'd like some guidance and introductions to some of our friends at Channelscaler, Structured, and PartnerTap, please let us know. And of course, reach out to Amy Henderson. She's a great point of contact for these things. Well, look, that's about all the time we have right now for this edition of In the Margins. If you like what we're doing, please hit like, hit subscribe, tell your friends. Check out our other podcasts, Changing Channels, and The Network Effect happens to be hosted by Amy. And also check out all the great content, research, and best practices we have at Challenomics. Until next time, I'm Larry Walsh.
I'm Amy Henderson.